My biggest fear back then was that I was getting into this business for the wrong reason. I just wanted to be around women. I had no clue about hair.
I produced my first broadcast TV show in 1980, and I've loved it ever since. This profession has taken me everywhere: North America, South America, Africa, Australia, the Middle East. And I can't wait to produce for you.
Chuck O'Bannon. Of course.
George, happy 40th. Happy 40th birthday. I think you'll accept that, right?
Thank you. Yes, I will.
You're 40.
Yes, I'm at least 40.
Yes, you're at least 40. So I want to talk to you today about how you got here. Tell me about Talk of the Town.
Well, Talk of the Town actually started in Chicago. And immediately after graduating from Manassas High School, I left home and moved to Chicago. Never been to a big city before in my life, but they used that word ambitious earlier, my daughter did. I guess that was the ambitious part of me. So being in Chicago, I got to meet these friends, and they were all hairdressers. Me, I was a dresser, but I was not a hairdresser.
Small difference.
So I used to go in the salon and get my nails done, get a facial, get my hair done or whatever. And I just liked the environment that they had. And I liked the mannerism and the company that they kept. And I said that I wanted to be that, okay? But it didn't happen that fast. I got drafted into the Army, and I kept in touch with them. So after I survived Vietnam, I went back to Chicago, and that's where it all started.
Okay.
But Talk of the Town actually belonged to them, and I borrowed it to bring it to Memphis.
So what was your biggest fear back then, and what is your biggest fear now?
My biggest fear back then was that I was getting into this business for the wrong reason. I just wanted to be around women. I had no clue about hair.
Isn't that why all men do everything?
I had bad intentions, to be honest with you. But it turned out that the art in it, it inspired me, the art of it. But the fear factor was always there, because unless you're really, really good, women is not the place to be, because you don't play around with their hair. That's a no-no.
Huge no-no.
Yes. So actually, that was my biggest fear, of just fear itself, the fear of the business and the people who motivated me or who I admired at the level that they were. Then how do I get there? So it was the fear of achieving that ultimate ability.
40 years ago, what did you think you would be doing 40 years later? That's sort of blow your mind stuff, you know. When you're that young, you can't even think about 10 years, let alone 40. So what did you think? Did you think about 40 years later?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't even think I'd be here. You know, I'm from North Memphis. And we came up through some stuff, you know. And I haven't been just this perfect individual, you know.
What?
I mean, I appreciate you all for giving me roses before I died, but actually, I came through a checkered past that it was not so good. So, 40 years, it's mind-boggling, really. You know, the fact that's why I wanted all these beautiful ladies to come here and to celebrate, because I feel like with what happened to me with the accident and the way life can just be gone in an instant, then we needed to take time out and appreciate all the things, good and bad, that happened. So I hope I've cleaned up a little bit, because I got daughters and granddaughters that I have to represent, you know, so I had no choice but to clean my life up. And once I did that, I think everything's good now.
Good. Glad to hear it. Now, what would you tell young George back then? Young George who did not think that he would make it 40 years and was doing this, that, and the other. What would you tell him?
Don't be a hairdresser.
Was not expecting that. Why?
Well, because it's a challenging business, and you got to really dedicate yourself, and you can't have a bad day. Your bad day got to be a good day. And so it's a very rewarding profession, but it's a challenging one as well.
What has been your biggest pinch me moment? Like, you're like, I can't believe this is happening to me right now?
I had an incident in the salon once where a lady's hair came out. She was
That's a punch me moment.
that was, yeah. But it was due to medication, and she had did some chemotherapy or whatever,
Wow.
and she wasn't supposed to have chemicals, and we didn't communicate properly, and then all the hair came out of my hair. So that was a definite pinch me moment. That was two. You asked me for one.
Wait, you have to walk us through that whole thing. So her hair came out in your hands,
Yes.
and then she doesn't know right then. So then what happens next?
Well, I had to go to the bathroom just to get out of shock before I tell her anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
next, because you have to tell her. So what was your immediate next step before you told her?
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
don't know what I would do.
It was just, without calling any names. I mean,
Yeah, we're not gonna.
It was definitely a pinch me moment. Pinch me, pinch her, pinch everybody.
Punch her.
Yeah.
Drink me
But
moment.
I will never forget that. It hasn't
Yeah.
happened but once, and I hope it never happens again.
Yes. Wow. Hi, I'm Ariane Thompson, entertainment journalist from USA Today. Now, there's something exciting happening in my hometown of Memphis this fall. October 19th, you need to be here. Why? Because my friend George Barnes is having the Grand Affair. This is a huge party celebrating his 40th anniversary here in Memphis. He's been here with Talk of the Town, and it's totally an institution. So you need to be at the Grand Affair. There's going to be a roast, a fashion review, and of course, plenty of entertainment. So come October, I'd better see you here. George, I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. For more information on the Grand Affair, go to the number on your screen.
40 years, it's mind-boggling, really. The fact that's why I wanted all these beautiful ladies to come here and to celebrate.